Hey guys, so I finally got my Boxy charm kit in. It's my very first box, and I decided to do a tutorial today on the products that came in with it. This was my Christmas gift that I wanted. I have a subscription to it. It's very similar to Ipsy or Birchbox. It just has full-size products. You do have to get on a waiting list because they're pretty full right now, so if it's something you're considering, make sure you get on the waiting list. So the January box was Rock 2018. So the products I got in it was the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer, the Glam Metal by Crown eyeshadow palette, very cool, the Brighten and Bronze palette by Pure, which is very pretty. The It Cosmetics Brow Power, and the Grande Lips Hydrating Plumper in Hot Fuchsia. So, I'm going to do a tutorial today on the eyeshadows or everything in the box. So, I've already primed my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is always make sure you prime them. I'm just going to do this Glam Rock color right here. It's like a brown. I'm just going to kind of start on the outside just like this, because I just wanted to see how dark it was going to be. It's not that dark at all. I'm going to take it on over. So it's a very, very light color, which is fine. I'm going to wipe my brush off. And I'm actually going to come over here to this Pop Rock. And I'm just doing the Pop Rock on the inside of my eye. Just a little bit right there. And now I'm going to go back over to that Glam Rock. And do it back here in the corner. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of this Wild thing. It's like a rust. I'm just going to kind of pop it right in there where we did that brown. This is the only other time I've used this palette. I haven't really had a chance to use it yet. And I'm going to go back to this Wicked right here. And I'm just going to do it in my crease. Just like that. Now you can kind of see my eyes starting to define. Okay, I'm switching my brush back to my regular. Going back to that Glam Rock. And I'm just kind of pushing it right in there. Now I'm going back to this little bitty brush. And I'm taking that Wild Thing color. And I'm just kind of hitting it right there where we did that brown. So I'm going back to my little smudge brush. And I'm actually going to hit this Black Metal color. And I'm really going to sketch out my eye with it. And I'm just wiping my brushes off every time I drop them down. So again, I'm going back to the Pop Rock color. And I'm just doing what I call a touch-up. I'm just kind of dabbing it into that inner. Just like that. And then I'm going back. So I'm basically just kind of going back and just touching up with all the colors that I did. Going back to Wild Thing again, which was the rest. And this is just really warming up that corner where I did that brown at the beginning. So it's pretty cool. It's like a smoky eye without the real heavy like grays and blacks. Because I always remember you can do a smoky eye and you don't have to do the grays and the blacks. Going back to this dark brown. I'm just touching in that corner again. Alright. So I got me a little cotton round. Maybe a little bit of makeup remover. I just squirted it on that cotton round. I'm just going to clean up underneath my eye, where I had a little bit of like foliage from the shadow. You don't realize how much you have. A lot of people don't wipe underneath their eyes. Definitely do. This is why I always do my eye makeup first, because I just make a mess. Alright, so the second thing we're going to do is we're going to get the Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. I really like this. I really like Dr. Brandt's skincare. However, it is very pricey. It's good though. They carry it at Sephora. I don't know if any of our local Ultas carry it. You can though, however, you can check out a Nordstrom Rack or an Off the Fifth outlet, or like TJ Maxx, and sometimes you can find Dr. Brandt for half the cost. But his skincare is great, but it does have a pricey dollar sign, which normally, you know, your high-end skincare will have that. So I just primed my eyes, my face. I'm going to take, I showed this one in my other tutorial. I actually got this off of my Ipsy bag. It's just an under eye primer by Ula Henman Skin, but I really like it. It just has a little anti-aging in it. It also has like a little bit of like a brightening to it. So the next thing I'm going to do is get my concealer brush. I'm just going to put my makeup on because the other products in the Boxy Charm are all like finishing products. Like your bronzer and highlighter and blush and your brow. Notice I didn't finish doing like my eyeliner or anything. I always like to do it last. So this is just Boing by Benefit. It's a brightening concealer. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is going to put on my foundation, which is the Lorac Perfector. I really like this. It's a full coverage, so you don't have to put that much on at all. I mean, it just obviously depends on how, you know, much coverage you want, but that's just a little bit. Not, it's like a nickel size amount that I just squirted out. So, and the color is PR4, which is light medium, and it has SPF of 20 in it. Just keep in mind when you have products, like makeup products that say they have SPF in it, it says 20 doesn't mean you're going to get the full range of 20. If you're a sunblock wearer, still put your sunblock on, because it's makeup. So it has it in it, but it's not something like, oh, I have on my makeup, I'm going to the beach, I'm not going to get sunburnt. You're still going to get sunburnt. It's just not strong. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my concealer. And this one is actually the Lorac as well. The Perfecting Concealer. I put it on top of my foundation because I feel like I have a little bit more coverage. So if you're one of those that has really dark circles, get you a brightening system. Do it. Put your makeup on. And then your concealer. This concealer, look how much it is. It's pretty thick, just like the foundation. So it's definitely one of those you do not have to put a lot on. And sometimes you can switch it up and use your beauty blender to put your concealer on too. I like to put it on the brush. Sometimes I usually just end it with my concealer. Excuse me, with my, I'll start with my concealer brush and end it with my beauty blender. Now, ooh, I have a little friend that just popped up. Alright, so some of you out there I know are all into contouring, highlighting, and the whole baking process, which is really cool. However, you've got to be careful with products that you use to bake. Let me pull a powder real quick. I still see, especially like pictures on Instagram and Facebook, I see a lot of girls that put that powder under their eyes, and you can still see it. So, well, there it is. Alright, so this is a good one for that. You've got to be careful with your powders. If they say HD, a lot of times they still do it. I think Cover FX has one that's pretty good. This is Ben Nye Luxury Powder. It's Ben Nye Cosmetics. Do y'all remember Bill Nye the Science Guy? Not kidding. It's his brother. So, Bill Nye. One went into science. The other one did the science of makeup. So, you can just take you a little bit of that powder and just put it up underneath there. This is especially good for those who have heavy under eye issues. And then you let it sit. You know, some videos you may watch and they'll do it and it's so light on their face. That's what I like about banana powder is it kind of blends in. So even when I take pictures, if it's a little too light for me, won't see it. Makeup Forever came out with the first HD powder, and boy, it was bad. There's a lot of celebrities that when you saw like raw photos of them, that's all you saw was the powder on their face. So they had to pull it and reformulate it. This one, Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder, put it up here again. It's probably the only one that you're going to have that you're not going to have that. Like I said, you have to be careful with certain brands because there are some brands that'll say that's what they're for and they still do it. So the heavier that you put it on, the longer you need to wait, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and move on. So I'm going to move on to my Lorac Perfecting Powder. This is PF3. I'm just going to put it on. I like this powder. It's a little messy. It's a pressed. But I wear black every day, and so I kind of feel like the black gets everywhere. The powder gets everywhere on my black, sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to go back, and I just kind of just set that banana powder that I did. That's why I put the other powder on top of it. So now I'm going to go back to the Pure. I'm going to take the bronzer. I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to smile. I'm just going to work that in there, just like that. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring it up here. I have bangs, so I don't have to worry about my forehead too much because my bang kind of covers it. But I still bring it up here. And then I always do right in here because I do have a little bit thick right through there. And then I'm just going to hit my nose. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the blush on because I'm going to blend a little bit. If I need to put more blush on, I will. It's very coral. It's pretty though. So I'm just going to start down here and just kind of work my way up. Notice I'm doing it right there on top of that bronzer and above it. It's really pretty. Especially with the bronzer over it, or underneath it, I should say. And I'm going to blend it out. That way it's going to make it a little bit subtle. So I got my powder. And you just want to do like circular motions. Get up here. Always remember to blend, blend, blend. Because you still don't want to have stripes on your face. Especially like around your nose, like right in there. So it's still going to have some. So sometimes when your big powder can't reach right around your nose, just get you a small blending powder brush and just kind of get in there and blend it away. And just work it up underneath. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just kind of get up in there, just like that. And not all beauty blenders are the same. This is the actual beauty blenders. What it's called, it's pink. They have other colors too. It's the best one. Other brands have their version of the beauty blender, but I always go back to just the beauty blender. It's just really good. Alright, so now I'm going to go back and get my blush brush. And I'm going to get this coral. I'm just going to kind of go back and do what I did. I really like this color. It's very pretty. This is what I love about Boxy Charm, because this is something that most of you probably wouldn't buy because you would be scared of the color. And so you pay a certain amount a month and you can try it. And you didn't, you know, pay a fortune for the actual kit. So now I'm just going to go back and get this shimmer in the middle. And I'm just going to take it right up here, right above the blush. Right through here, down my nose. I always like to just kind of hit right in there. Okay, so now I'm going to put some eyeliner on. Don't grab any. Do a little bit of liquid today. So this is the black liquid liner. It is the liquid eyeliner pen by Blink. It's one of my faves. Has a felt tip on it. So it's not hard at all. It's more easier to control. And those of you who get nervous doing liquids, I tell people all the time, just get you like a pencil and do like a rough draft. Sometimes that kind of helps to just go back over that with the liquid. Kind of helps you give yourself a little bit of a guideline. Some people it's harder to do liquid on because your eye shape's different. All right. Alright, so I'm going to grab my eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go back and get that Pop Rock. And I'm going to put it right here in the corner of my eye. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And now I'm going to get that Glam Rock, which was the light brown. Do it up underneath the eye. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look in this other mirror. His eyes watered just a little bit, which is normal. It happens. Oh. My Kleenex has Vicks Vapor Rub in it. Didn't know that. Not until I smelt it. Not a bad thing. It's not me. Alright. So if your eye waters, a lot of times like this one, it just has a tendency to water on me a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of blink it out some. Especially when I do false eyelashes. Alright. So again, it's just this light brown color. I think I have a lash in my eye, which happens. And so now I'm going to go back and do this black. Just right there in the corner. And I'm going to bring it just up underneath the eyeliner just a little bit. And so now I'm going to get my liquid back, and I'm just going to lightly right here at the corner run it up underneath just like that. So that way, just kind of lightly, that way it attaches. Because it is a glam middle look. And then whatever false eyelashes you want to do. I'm not going to put any on today, because I'm fixing to do spray tans. So I'm just curling my lashes and put my mascara on. And this is the Real by Benefit. Tell me some of y'all's favorite mascaras. I need to try a new one. I've pretty much tried all the Lancomes. I've tried all of Smashbox. Just let me know what your favorites are. I'm game. I've tried Better Than Sex by Too Faced. That is mascara. Yeah, just tell me what Tell me what to try. Okay, so now my poor pitiful brows. We gotta fix those suckers. No look is complete without brows. If you saw me walking around right now, you'd be like, she's kinda, she kinda knows what she's doing. But then when you put the brows on, it's like game changer. So the color of this one is Universal Taupe, which is very common. Taupe is a common color for most people. I would probably do one just a tad bit darker for myself, but I like this one, it's fine. And I'm gonna bring my brow out just a little bit here. And I colored it in just a little bit there. See what a difference? I like this pencil, seems pretty easy. So if you're one of those that has a hard time with like brow powders, then you may like this. I wish I was born with Brooke Shield brows, but I wasn't. Okay, and so now we'll do the Grande Lips Plumper. So I guess you push the bottom. I haven't tried it yet. I don't see any color coming out just yet. Might be one of those you're going to push. Here it comes. I'll tell you if it tingles or not. I'm not a big fan of like real tingly plumpers, but we'll see. I like the color. And you know, you can always change the color up. If you like the product but you're not crazy about the color, blot it and put your favorite gloss on top of it. Not too plumpy yet. It just feels a little like menthol. Alright, so I like the products. I'm going to put a little bit more blush on though. I feel like I could have probably put a little bit more color. I'm just putting blush on top. And then I'm getting a little bit of that bronzer. And just adding it. The lip is real tingly, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's not like overwhelming. I don't like those that are like, you gotta get it off right away. Alright, so here we go. I like it. Ooh, my lips are getting tingly now. I like the Grande Lips. If you're into lip plumpers, check it out. I like the Pure bronzer and highlighter. It's not as bright as I thought it was going to be. And I definitely like the Crown Glam. And Crown, actually, those of you hairstylists out there, they're Birmingham Premier. I see them there all the time. So I'm glad I got that in my Boxy Charm because I've never tried them before. And of course, you can't go wrong with the Dr. Brandt. So, alrighty, so here's my review. If you want to sign up, you're probably too late to get this one, but if you have it, there you go. And hopefully, you can sign up for February's. I don't know what it is yet. There is on Instagram, Boxy Spoiler, but I don't like to go on there. I want it to be a surprise. So, but I definitely like it. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.